Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about satellites and images and reporting and why there is a split that has occurred when it comes to the way people are talking about recent events dealing with North Korea's satellite. If you missed the news, North Korea put up a satellite, and it is a satellite that in theory is a spy satellite. Takes images, okay, transmits them back. You have two different camps that have developed. One group of people that are kind of like, yeah, this doesn't matter. And the other that are super upset. Realistic evaluation, yes, it will increase North Korea's situational awareness. It will. It will provide them a little bit more information a little bit faster. Yes, that's true. And they have their own chain when it comes to that. They're not relying on something else to get that information. When it comes to the actual satellite, that's kind of about it, though. It's definitely not game-changing. If you have been reading the articles that have been coming out about this, you notice that, it says North Korea says that they got images of, the White House, the Pentagon, a shipyard, some carriers, stuff like that. And that's what they're taking images of. And most of the articles have an image of the White House. The thing is, that's not the North Korean image. I haven't seen that. The thing in the articles, most of them are using images from Maxr. There is an incredibly high likelihood that the images that are produced by North Korea's satellite are not as good as the ones that are commercially available. It's really, when it comes to the satellite itself, it's really not a big deal. I'm sure that there are going to be people that have differing opinions, especially when it comes to the chain and the inability to know what they're looking at and stuff like that. Okay. But here's the thing. The real reason that the West is looking at this and acting like it's a big deal, it has nothing to do with the satellite at all. Nothing. It has to do with the rocket used to get it there. That's what it's really about. The ability to put something into orbit is a step when it comes to more advanced delivery systems for weapons. That's why the West is making a big deal about it. It really doesn't have anything to do with the satellite side of it. It has to do with the rocket itself, the rocket used to get it there. I would remind everybody that I am actually a believer that more situational awareness deters wars. I think flyovers are a good thing. I am not opposed to that. The rocket itself, I feel like the West is generally overstating the real threat from North Korea. And I know that there are going to be people that disagree with that, but I feel like they want deterrence. They're not looking for offensive capability. They want deterrence. That's my read on it. So I would expect to see a whole bunch about this. And my guess is that because of how Americans reacted to the whole balloon thing, the West is going to lean into the satellite side of it. And they're going to say North Korea can now get images of this and this and this, and this is really bad, and all of that stuff. Just remember, they really don't care about the satellite either. It's about the rocket. It's about the ability to move a payload like that. That's the actual concern. I feel like the West is not going to frame it that way. They'll talk about it at the UN like that. They'll talk bluntly about it occasionally, but when it comes to mobilizing the civilian population, they're going to rely on they're looking at you. This is what they can see. Even if the articles have to use, images from civilian entities to put in the articles, because the ones from North Korea aren't high enough resolution to print. I imagine that's how it's going to be framed. At the end of it, had a few questions that came in about, is this something to worry about? Not really. It's going to be a diplomatic thing. There's going to be a lot of back and forth about it. But at the end of it, I don't think much is going to change based on this event. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.